on September the 23rd in Newcastle, live on DAZN. It's Misfits and DAZN X Series 009 coming to town. It's the fighters' fight at the top of the card. Idris Virgo and Aaron Chalmers will battle it out as Idris travels to the hometown of Chalmers for the highly anticipated co-main. The return of two guys who we know quite well by now on the Misfits and DAZN X Series. It's Ginty and it's Temper. They both join us now as they go face-to-face digitally. Fellas, Ginty, Temper, good afternoon. Welcome to you. Temper, start with yourself. Welcome back. How you feeling?
Thank you, bro. I'm feeling good, man. I just woke up.
Good. I hope you're awake enough to know Ginty's going to come at you with maybe some bars or something today.
Yeah. No, I'm ready for it. I like his posters in the background.
Thank you. Me too.
Yeah, I can imagine that they were put up for this specific call. Ginty, good afternoon. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm well, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for asking. Talk to me about the artwork behind you.
I just thought it's a lovely piece of artwork, You just got Temper sleeping on both sides. And also on my chair, actually. I think the best one's behind me. Whoa, if you see that. But yeah, I don't know. It's just decorations, isn't it? Just what I like to look at every day. Some nice decorations for the room. Just felt like I'd decorate my room. You see Temper's got some decorations behind himself and, join in a bit.
Yeah, he does. I mean, in fairness, they're not of a provocative nature, but let's carry on. Ginty, just talk to me about this opportunity. How big an opportunity is this for you?
Huge. Co-main event, My last fight wasn't the most impressive, but I'm coming back to make a statement. I feel like I'm really lucky and privileged to have such a big opportunity. So yeah, I'm working hard to get the best outcome I can, I'm ready. So yeah, I've got grabbing it with both hands and gonna shine. So yeah, it's exciting.
Temper.
Yes, sir.
This artwork behind him on the wall and on the chair, what does it do for you?
I mean, it gets me excited because you're gonna have one to add to your collection. That's it's just gonna be you, but you're not gonna add it because why would you add that to your collection when it's you sleeping on the floor? But it's all good, bro. I'm already knowing like I've seen you move with JMX. I've seen you move with Halal, and I'm not impressed at all whatsoever. And you got no footwork. You haven't been hit by real power. You're gonna get to experience that. You're gonna get to experience that when we fight. I promise you that.
Okay.
I promise you that. You're gonna be in for quite the surprise, and I'm gonna break you down, and you're gonna be second guessing yourself. And that's it, man. And it's night.
It's quite funny coming from a guy that's been knocked out like twice in a row. Can't take you seriously.
It wasn't twice in a row.
You knocked out your friend. It was, not very impressive. But and if you take that fight aside, it was kind of twice in a row. You got knocked out like real fights against Slim and JJ. You got knocked out like against Overflow.
Yeah, and three out of the 4 fights I took were on either 2 or 1 week notice.
Yeah, I mean, I can relate. My JMX fight was on 2 weeks' notice, so I've took fights on short notice too.
Yeah,
I think that's a fair point, Ginty, especially on the KSI front. Very, very last minute replacement. Do you worry at all that maybe this time, given that it's not a last minute replacement, there's a good lead up time for him to work on what may have gone wrong in previous fights, and he's coming to, like you are, you said this is a big opportunity for you. This is Temper's chance to get a statement knockout. He's done it before. He did it against the Vertflow. You mentioned it a moment ago. He's looking to bounce back from the KSI defeat, and you're the man in his way. Does that give you cause for concern at all?
No, I just don't see his power as a threat. No offense, I think he's got pillow fists. Like genuinely, if I took so many bangs from JMX, like 195 pounds, and he probably rehydrated up to 200, 205. Someone massive, 6'5", built as hell. I took like the whole fight. I took the bangs, and I went down out of fatigue because I had only 2 weeks to train. Like I was just unfit. I wasn't there. Now I've had like 2 months to prepare. My fitness conditioning is there. So do you know what I mean? I have no excuses. And yeah, I just don't think he can get this highlight reel knockout that he's looking for. Because one, I'm tough as hell. My chin's there. I don't go down easily. Do you know what I mean? I'll give it everything. So it's just not going to happen. So he can try, but he's going to end up slipping up and running into punches himself. And yeah, I've got serious power, man, and I've worked on it. I've dropped everyone I fought on Misfits as well. You know, my last two fights, both of
Bro,
my
you
opponents.
didn't. Those weren't impressive drops. JMX was in balance.
Okay, I still dropped him. I still dropped him. It's still a knockdown, though.
Maybe 10%. Maybe the 90% was him falling. You know what I'm saying? Like
It's still bad footwork. It was still my punch that made him go down. It was still my punch, though. If I didn't throw that punch, he wouldn't have went down and tripped over my foot. If I didn't throw that, he wouldn't have dropped.
I mean, I don't know.
I think.
And then also Halal Ham, that was a straight right. I dropped him. Just that one.
No, he just came at you mad awkward. That was you definitely dropped him. Yeah, no question. But JMX, like, that wasn't really a drop. I mean,
it's a knockdown's a knockdown. I understand. Yes, he may not have been hurt, but it was still a knockdown, and I've still dropped both of the opponents I fought on Misfits. So
I think it's a fair point that, you did score the knockdowns and no one can take those away. Temper, I just want to ask you how you're receiving what Ginty's saying. If you don't mind me saying, Ginty, it seems there's, and this can be used for positive, I must point out, there's a bit of a nervous energy there that says, I'm coming, he seems so ready. And that can often bring the best out of a fighter. Whereas Temper, you look very calm. What are you making of what Ginty's saying to you?
I mean, I just see him as like, if you look at my past fights, like, it's like you're using that as motivation. I mean, you got the stuff in the background, sure. I mean, I get it. Like, it's like I've been dropped twice, and at the same time, it's like you haven't felt my power. You have no idea what you're about to walk into. And you look at the day, like, after my fight versus Slim, like, you look at Slim's face and you look at my face. Like, sure, I got dropped by Slim, but bro, that motherfucker had bruises all over his face. You know what I'm saying? And like, I'm a way better boxer than I've ever been. It's not even close. And you're gonna be the first one to feel that. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be the first one. You're gonna be the first one, and then everybody else is gonna come after. And I'm gonna wipe that smile off your face, and you're gonna see, and then we're gonna shake hands after, and I'm gonna get my hand raised after you just got up from the floor.
I swear you say this every time. I swear you say this every time to all your opponents, and look what happens. You end up getting ironed out, and it's just embarrassing. You're just setting yourself up to get memed for the third time in a row. Like, what are you doing?
All right. Well, we're gonna find out, bro. We're gonna find out on September 23rd.
Yes, we will.
Ginty, talk to me about fight night. You walk to the ring, your cornermen and your teams step out. The announcement gets made. You both step to the middle of the ring, and the bell goes. What happens?
I put it on him, and his confidence, he's been knocked out last time around. His confidence, he's going to try get it back up because his confidence is low. He just got knocked out, right? So his confidence is going to be dead low. He's going to try and build it back up straight away from the minute the bell goes, yeah? His confidence is going to drop right back down. I'm going to put it on him. He's going to feel serious power at 190 pounds. He's used to fighting guys at 175, but when he feels my power, every punch is going to shock him.
I'm moving around with heavyweights, bro. You ain't got power, bro.
I do have power. You'll see. You'll see. You're used to fighting these guys at 175. Okay. You'll see. When it's a fight and your opponents, it's not sparring where your sparring partner's trying to help you and move around with you. When someone's trying to take your head off and with bad intentions, every punch is there to hurt you. It's going to be a different story.
You know, for some reason, I thought, like, it was just until like a few days ago, I thought it was going to be 185 and it was going to be 6 rounds. And I just found out that it was 4 rounds like a few days ago. But it doesn't really matter, bro. I understand this is your first time going 4 rounds. You know, welcome, buddy.
Thank you.
But it's going to be a cakewalk, bro. Once you feel my power, once you feel me in the ring, bro, you're going to be second guessing yourself. You're not going to be able to get the shots you want. And even when you do hit me, it's not going to be shit, bro. It's not going to be anything. I'm not going to be feeling it. It's not going to be like what you think it's going to be. And you're going to be, bro, I promise you, you're going to be on the floor. I promise you.
You say this every time, bro. It's like,
no, I don't say this every time. I don't.
About the 6 rounds, I never got told it was 6. When Mams called me, he said 4 rounds. I never knew it was 6, so I don't really care. I could have got ready for 6. I don't really mind. I am ready for 6. It doesn't bother me. And weight, I wanted it to be a 185, because I wanted to cut down my weight because I'm better at a lighter weight. But It's cool. I'll fight at 190. I told Mams like a few days before I got the contract, I'll do 185, but the contract said 190, so I was like, I'll sign it anyway. Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
So,
whatever.
It's cool. It's cool. I don't mind.
Ginty, I got to ask you. You say he's not bringing any power. I mean, Temper, not to draw too much on the team around you, but you're aware Temper's working with Malik Scott, who is the coach of arguably the hardest hitting heavyweight in history. Do you not think that may have added something to his arsenal?
Did Malik Scott not coach Wilder in the third fight where Wilder lost? Tommy?
I mean, yeah. To be fair,
did Malik Scott
where
not
he
coach
lost?
Temper?
Where he lost? You mean to Tyson Fury?
Yeah.
What does that have to do with anything? The dude's got 43 wins and 42 of them are knockouts.
But he was already the fighter he was before he trained with Malik Scott. He was already well established. He was already a knockout artist. You know, he was already a fully developed fighter. Malik Scott didn't raise him from nothing to the top where he is. You know,
no, but he gave him footwork and he gave him, better boxing IQ.
Gave him footwork. Yeah, I mean, he's not been with him long. Do you know what I mean? Wilder was already Wilder before Malik Scott, and Malik Scott. Yes, he only had a week with you, but you've been under Malik Scott and you've lost already, and you're about to lose twice in a row with Malik Scott. So Malik Scott is great, but he can't fight for you, and that's what you're going to experience again, second time around. So look forward to it.
Temper, have you been working on specific power with Malik? Has he brought something extra to your game in that perspective?
I mean, I've been working on everything, not just focused on one single thing. I've been focused on everything. I'm a much better, much more well-rounded fighter, boxer. And Ginty's going to see that real soon.
I guess the natural question then, Temper, is the same as I asked Ginty a moment ago. Malik and everybody else get out of the ring, and there's you, the ref, and Ginty, and the bell goes. What happens? How does this play out?
He's just not going to be finding the things he's going to be looking for early on. He's going to come at me. I'm expecting you to come at me aggressively, and it really doesn't matter. You're not going to be. I'm going to be blocking all your punches or moving away from all your punches, and then you're going to be feeling my power. You're going to be second guessing yourself coming in so quick, and then you're just going to be getting touched, and you're going to have a hard time trying to get me. And
you can't. I hope you can fight on the back foot. Can you fight on the back foot now? Because that was a big issue for you. That was your biggest issue. You had this against Slim, and then you had this against JJ. Can you fight on the back foot now? Even against freaking Kenny, you couldn't fight on the back foot.
Back foot, front foot, it doesn't matter.
Bro, you put your hands down, you stop throwing, your chin's wide open.
I understand.
So you better work.
It's a very different day.
Okay, I'd hope so. Because if you do that against me, you get ironed out in the first, bro.
Temper,
Ginty, brother, you're going down, bro.
How has the KSI loss affected you, if at all?
Oh, it hasn't at all. Like, it was, I had 10 days to train for that fight. And, I was doing pretty good up until the moment where I wasn't, and he came at me with a blitz. I just wasn't ready for it. And that's really it. I mean,
that's going to be the same story.
It hasn't affected me like whatsoever. I think what's crazy is the time I was the most nervous and the time I was really only nervous, the only time I was ever nervous to box, to walk in was actually my third fight, and it was against Overflow. Surprisingly, it's just because my whole incident with Slim, like that night, I just wasn't there mentally. Like everything that could have went wrong. And like minutes before my walkout, I'm watching my boy get robbed to the same opponent, my debut opponent, Kenny, in the same way, in the same country, like the same shit that happened with me happened with him. And this is like, and so all those emotions that took me 2 weeks to process, like came flooding back at me of like, feeling robbed, humiliated, of just like embarrassed, like when I know I won the fight. So like, I got to experience all that one more time, and it is what it is, and then I walk out and like they messed up my walkout song. They played some K-pop song and shit, and it was just like I felt like I was being mocked and humiliated again, and I just wasn't there mentally. When I fought Slim, I was not there mentally. I was angry. I was fighting my emotions, and that never happens. I'm usually very calm and shit. And so my fight with JJ, I was too calm. I was way too calm. You know what I'm saying? I was way too cool. Like, and I got caught. And you know, it's all lessons. You know.
Well, you took the words out of my mouth there. There's a famous saying in the sport that you don't lose, you learn. It sounds like you've learned a lot in preparation for this fight with Ginty.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ginty, how does that sound to you? I mean, coming off the back of a KSI fight, there's no at this moment in time, there's not really a tougher test that we've seen in the sport. Okay, it didn't go Temper's way that night, but everything that happened that night and in the whole experience, he's taken lessons from, and it's you that's next up. Does that not phase you in any way?
It doesn't phase me, no. Bro, I don't care. I'm ready for anything. I've trained so hard. You know, this is such a big opportunity to be co-main event against such a big draw, you know, with Tempo. So I'm gonna grab this opportunity with both hands and kill it. Like, you know, I've trained so hard. I'm ready.
Do you feel like even though you got the win last time out, you still kind of have to prove something? You obviously,
yes,
we've spoken a little bit about this, you know, off air and in different conversations, and you did get some stick both internally and online about that fight. So even though you got the win, you still sort of have to prove a point.
Yeah, and 100%. You know, everyone's still calling me boring. I'm a boring fighter, boring inside and out. So I'm going to prove it. That's why I'm talking crap. You know, nothing against Tommy. You know, I appreciate the opportunity, but you know, I got to be entertaining. So last time I got called so boring. So I'm here to prove a point. One, I'm not boring. Two, I can throw. You know, last time, oh, you don't throw punches. I'm just here to silence all doubters. So yeah, this is what I'm doing this time around. So yeah. This everyone talking I'm boring and everything is all gonna be put to silence when they see that highlight reel knockout.
With respect, I don't know if you can say no offense to Temper when you've got pictures of him being knocked out all around you. But Temper, do you feel that Ginty has a point to prove, given that he got the win, but maybe not as impressive?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like his last fight was you were very boring in that fight. It was, you know, I mean, I get it. You got a chip on your shoulder. I got a chip on my shoulder, and
that's why it's going to be a great fight.
Yeah.
We've both got big points to prove, you know? Mams was like, you're not coming back to Misfits. I got proof. I am back. I can be back, and I deserve to be back. He's got to prove, you know, he's got a massive comeback ahead. So it's whoever can come out on top. So we've got big points to prove, and we're both ready. We've put in the work. September 23rd.
Where does the loser go from here?
For Temper,
back to the drawing board for Ginty, man.
Nah, when Temper loses to me, hang up the gloves, bro. You lost to Ginty. Hang up the gloves. It's gonna be one of them. I don't know why you're fighting, bro. Why are you coming back?
It's gonna be so hard for you, bro. Once you really are in the ring with me, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be real tough for you.
How? You're like a pillow fist. You're like a long, lanky southpaw pillow fist.
Oh man, this pillow fist is gonna get you fucking knocked the fuck out, bro.
Bro, you got a glass chin. You know my chin's durable. You've seen it, right? What? Your glass chin. When I hit that button, it's game over. You're going to be, for the third time, where am I? Like these photos. That is going to be you. You're like, don't know where I am. Like, you got a glass chin, bro. When I hit that button, I just got to hit it once.
You're not going to hit it, bro. You're not going to hit it.
I got to hit that button.
And even if you do hit it, it's not going to matter.
It is going to matter because you're going to drop.
It's not going to matter.
If 175 pounds guys put you down, I 190 with my power increase, with all all the power that I've worked on, you're done for, bro. When I connect that even one shot, I can end the fight at any point I like.
Right. Right. You're this insane boxer, Ginty. Whoa. Here we go. Here we go, man.
Yeah, you're gonna get knocked out by the silly boy. You're gonna get knocked out. You're gonna look like a silly boy and you're gonna hang up the gloves. Temper, you silly boy.
Yo, so you got an OnlyFans? Did I hear this correctly?
Yeah, I used to do it. I stopped now, but yeah, the joke's a bit dead now. It was funny at the time, but yeah.
Bro, I don't know. I just heard about this. I don't, I didn't really like. I just saw your boxing fights. I heard about this, so this is that's crazy. But all right, that's crazy.
Yeah, I used to do, I made a quick bag, so, I had the opportunity, so I was like, F it, why not, But yeah, we're boxing anyway, so won't matter when I'll knock you out. Yeah,
you might have to go back to OnlyFans after the loss.
That's your best line, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's your best line, yeah. Well done, nice. Nah,
It's not
I'm
my best line. My best line is going to be on September 23rd.
okay. Nice. Now you're getting into it. It took you like 15 minutes to warm up. Now you're getting into it. I like it. Keep going. Good. You're talking some good shit now. Finally, it took you long enough. You know, you just woke up, so your brain wasn't active. Now it's working. I can see you. Well done.
No, not really, bro. I just don't really care to, it really doesn't matter to me.
Okay, Chris, next question.
I'll be honest with you, fellas. I was watching like everybody else, that little back and forth. Because come September 23rd, come fight night and come fight week and the press conferences and workouts and everything that goes on in that week, you two are going to have plenty of opportunity to pick this conversation up. I can't wait. I don't think the people can either. I'm going to one last final question to both of you. Start with Ginty, start with yourself. Give me a prediction. What happens on fight night?
I'm going to put it on this guy, and his confidence will drop from the minute the second the bell goes. You know, I'm going to put it on him. Some serious tough power shots, you know, and I don't think he'll be able to take it. You know, I'm going to break him down bit by bit, go to the body, break him down. He's going to run out. He's going to keep his hands low. He's going to end up being gassed out. I'm going to work him, and he's going to keep his hands too low, and he's going to get clocked. So yeah, his glass chin won't be able to take it. I'll put it on him and on him and on him repeatedly, no fear, and until he drops, and he's not getting back up. You know, I dropped Halal Ham, clean knockdown, no slip, nothing.
Bro, it's Halal Ham. Come on.
He's durable. He's actually tough, unlike you, funnily enough. He went 3 rounds with Salt Pappy. You know, he's actually tough. He's got a chin. He's durable, unlike you. You go down, you don't get back up. You ain't got the heart. You ain't got it in you. You go down, you stay down. You stay put. Right. So when I put Halal Ham down, it's going to be different this time, because when I put you down, you're going to stay down, and that's it. Round 2, KO.
He's predicting a second round knockout.
I don't know what round it's going to be, but it's going to be an early stoppage for me. Ginty's going to be second guessing himself. He's going to realize who he's in the ring with. He has this false idea of who I am, or maybe who I was. And even who I was would still beat your ass. But who I am today, it's not even a question. It's not even a fucking question. You're really going to be second guessing yourself. You're going to be starting to feel, once you feel my power, you're going to understand, oh shit, what the fuck am I dealing with? And then that's all she wrote, bro. And soon enough, you're going to be on the floor. You're going to be just like me in the posters that you got in the back of your room. That's it. That's it, Chris. Wait, I really want to know this though, Ginty. What did you used to post on OnlyFans?
Stuff of you, actually. You know, I actually liked you, but I didn't want to say publicly. So when you subscribe, it's like literally everything. That's why I've got you up on my room. So it's actually.
I thought you did it a long time ago.
Yeah, I did, but I was just in love with how you get knocked out every fight. So even before my ham fight,
so you don't want to talk about what you actually posted?
I mean, there's kids watching. We don't have to go. You know, I'm not
okay.
There's kids watching. Yeah, let's not. But let's hope you can fight on the back foot. That'll be the big question. We'll find out.
Right.
That's the most important factor. Can Temper now fight on the back foot, or is he still making the same mistakes as a year ago?
We'll sidestep, duck and weave that OnlyFans content on here for now. Temper and Ginty throw down on September the 23rd, live on DAZN in Newcastle. DAZN and Misfits X Series 009. These two ain't taking a backward step. We can't wait. It's the co-main. It's going down.